Hey buddies, welcome to Video Games Awesome Live. This is Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment, based on the classic literary character, historical character rather, the Pink Panther.
Cool.
Sherlock Holmes is the fictional version of him.
I love the Pink Panther.
This is a long-standing series in video games, but one that hasn't gotten any attention from us, and I think in general, not a lot of attention from gamers.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why that is. One thing I do know about this particular game, though, is it makes leaps ahead of the old ones graphically. Gameplay-wise, I'm not sure, but they've jumped onto the Unreal Engine, I think, and which makes it so that they can concentrate on making a game and a mystery as opposed to programming their own graphical engine, and it apparently looks really nice. So
the trailers looked great.
I've for a long time wanted to jump in to the Sherlock series, and since the Sherlock games usually aren't very sequential, this should be fine to jump in right now in the middle of the series.
Sweet.
Here we go. Who wrote Sherlock?
Who made the
Well, that's Double Fingers work again. He's really good at those transparent smoke effects.
Yeah, I like that.
Is this Sir Arthur Conan Doyle? No. Really?
Oh.
He wrote...
Thanks, dude.
Oh my god, James Bond intro.
Yeah, dude, this is cool.
Kind of James Bond combined with Fight Club intro.
Ooh.
He's Sherlock. Sherlock. Solving crimes in the middle of the street. Getting fucked by Watson on demand.
Aww.
You gotta have a concubine for a reason, and if it's not on demand, why have him at all? I hear he's good at helping him with his thought process, though.
Yeah.
Watson was his muse.
I kind of like that take on the TV Sherlock.
What about it?
That Watson is a woman.
Oh, you mean the TV Sherlock?
Yeah, not
The
BBC
Amazing Sherlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not make
I thought that was
Sherlock
cool.
a woman? Is Watson a woman in that TV version with
Oh,
Lucy
sorry,
Liu?
Watson.
Okay, so Lucy Liu is Watson in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
All right, so this isn't actually a loading screen. We could have pressed continue a long time ago instead of talk about terrible adaptations for television. Here we go.
Elementary.
Was that a gunshot? Watson trudges along. Oh, this is good. How many people are going to claim in the Hall of the Mountain King?
Oh, quite a few, I'll bet.
Move, so I, like, just... Oh. Here we go. So we saw this during the trailer for E3, right?
Yeah.
Holmes, will you stop that?
I guess I'll head back.
You are utterly mad.
You know you love it.
I like your slippers.
Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Yep.
Watson, quiet.
Oh.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Ninth step avoided.
Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
The many
I should
men.
help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Holmes has a distinct Hannibal quality to his voice in this game.
Yeah.
I shall go alone then.
Clarice.
Hello, Watson.
Fuck.
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Cool, thanks.
He'll never learn if you keep doing that. Oh my God! No! 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 Oh. Seconds. Is she in a different pose? Yeah, she put her hands on her hips, and I like how she just sits there all day like, how's it going, Holmes?
She looked like she had a sunburn on one part of her boob.
Oh. I like how Holmes has it trained right on that apartment. Like, that's his prime. Wow, so that's actually kind of
That's cool. Yeah, you can actually
She's
see
actually
her.
set up in there. That's not like just a separate viewing thing.
Do you think she's gonna get murdered?
I doubt it. I don't think this is that. That's not the same movie. You're thinking of the thing that they made fun of in The Simpsons when Bart had a broken leg.
No.
Oh.
That was awesome.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
What is that movie called? Because a lot of things make fun of
Yeah,
it.
totally. And I don't think I've seen it.
She's in every game? Are you serious? She's a running joke in this game series? Really?
Huh.
Oh, that's cool. That's neat.
My analysis table.
All right.
It is useful for my work.
That was Rare Window, Alfred Hitchcock movie.
So far, graphics are, decent. Nothing to write home about, but from footage I've seen of the previous games, it's definitely a leap ahead. Notably, I would say, is the resolution on textures already, because I feel like if I could go into first-person mode, I could probably read that sheet music.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
that matters. We talked about this during
Yep.
the E3 trailer. That matters in an investigation game, being able to see every stupid little detail. All right.
I like that you can get a real idea of the texture of his robe.
This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
My post. Is that the paper? Or
think so, yeah,
My
it looks
post.
like
No,
it.
wait. Letters. His post is kept here.
It
His
looks like
archive
news.
is different.
Oh, okay.
This is where I keep my post.
Yeah. Very British game here. My post, which I read while I drink my afternoon tea time tea.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
He's saying this out loud.
Yeah, he is. He's walking around.
His
And
husband's like,
they take no notice.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a mess! What a terrible mess!
Animation-wise, it feels as though this may have been done without mocap, or if it was, it may have been just kind of sloppy mocap or just budget mocap. I'm not sure, but
I like how the conversations so far have been like, oh, Sherlock.
oh, Sherlock, you're such a
crazy."
character. All right, so we already have case files. The fate of Black Peter. Inspector Lestrade pays a visit to Baker Street, where he relates to Holmes the grotesque affair that involved the former captain known as Black Peter. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Inspect the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe and join Lestrade at your Woodman's Lee. That's the first task, I guess.
Okay.
Wouldn't select a suit be first on the list?
Yeah, it's weird. Like it goes bottom up.
Here's the locations we can go to. Cool. Here we've got evidences. Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, born 1845, successful, 50 years old.
Exactly what he told us.
Yeah.
But it's nice that we can call
Yeah.
back to it.
Documents later on. We got some dialogues. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Shit, they're gonna make sure that we can go back. Who's my stenographer? Or I guess we have the benefit of Holmes' photographic memory, so
Yeah.
that's why we can recall exact dialogue. That's the handicap for the player's sake, having since we don't have Sherlock's intellect.
Yeah, I'll bet this is crucial at times.
I'm just gonna look around Watson's room. But you know, so far, right off the bat, it's enthralled me. There's a mystery.
Yeah.
Someone was murdered. Watson's room sucks.
Yeah, dude, that is a tiny bed.
No chance of entertaining female company here.
My archive. I can always consult with it.
Is this? Oh, makeup table for this is Sherlock's room.
Sweet.
Oh, single bed too. Well, they both live Spartan. This just seems like an accident waiting to
Yeah,
happen. What
tell
the
me about
fuck?
it. That's a little too close for comfort. Nice to have a fireplace in our room, though.
Who do you figure the bust is of?
Ourself.
Does anybody know? Was it famous for Sherlock to have a bust? I'm sure it's like mentioned in the books or something. So I have to choose something. Like, what do I want to go as? I remember the game hasn't taught us yet, but E3 thing said that what you wear will change how people react to you and talk to you. Mm-hmm. You want me to go as a woman? I don't know that that's probably not available right yet.
Whoa.
Wow. So this hasn't really come up too often. Oh, so you can wear the classic cap,
Cool. Deer hide?
the deer hunter.
Hunter. That's it.
So this hasn't come up much in the TV series that we're currently watching with Benedict Cumberbatch. But I think Sherlock was classically a master of disguise in the books. I'm gonna go as a weirdo. I'm gonna go as a pedo. I'm gonna get a pedo stash on.
Yes, he was. Oh! Did you see how that
yeah.
was shaved on
Yeah.
the... Oh!
Which one's more pedo-like? Well, basically, you have to go with mustache.
Oh, that one's awful.
This one.
Yeah. Looking good.
Some makeup options of the costume are currently equipped are not available at the moment. They will be reset to default. Please solve this crime to unlock more disguise options. Which ones aren't available?
All of them.
All of them? Why did you give me the option, you motherfuckers? Alright, so what can you wear then? Black suit. Brown suit. Green suit. Gray suit. Light suit. Bandit outfit. Farmer outfit. Morning gown. Can I go in a morning gown? It's locked. Sailor outfit. They're all
Ew.
locked.
You can only probably, yeah, wear the first one, the casual suit.
I can do black.
Black.
I'm gonna do casual though. Let's go with the default then. If we're
Okay.
gonna, we'll get used to this one first. Bat suit. Another great detective.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, the greatest detective. Wow, she's really putting a lot of effort into that one spot, huh?
Yeah.
That one vase is giving her a lot of trouble. She's kind of gone wrong, I think. All right. Oh, this is Watson's room. How do I get out of this place?
There's a
It's
door
this?
right there. Yeah.
All right, so we'll head on over to Woodman's Lee, investigate us some moitas. You can look at your casebook while it's loading. That's convenient.
Cool.
Why not, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Or you can watch Sherlock look at his casebook. That's kind of cool, though. That is cool. Like, I mean, why not make more things like that available during loading screens?
Yeah. Like this loading screen doesn't seem too bad, but still.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come
What?
on.
I thought I was. Oh, that's the police man. Hello. Whoa. What the?
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Police. Hello, police. Hello, police. Concentrate your attention on findings, details that others are inclined to overlook. Land around stone pathway, footprints. This is detective vision. Alright, let's do what the game wants us to do. I'm gonna go see. Whoop, garden.
Pumpkins.
Hello, garden.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
No garden was well maintained.
So creepy.
I'm dedicated to this now, this character. Holmes is a maniac. What the? Hello, witness.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, I think she wants a piece of Mr. Holmes.
Her husband's body is still warm.
So the quality of the faces, the skin, is really good.
Yeah, it is.
They have some what looks like subsurface scattering going on, making it look warm and like, you know, touchable. But
yeah.
why'd they phone in the shadows? Why'd they have to turn down the shadows? Because that's distracting. That's a
Too
shame.
bad because the rest of it is gorgeous.
Yeah. Not a high poly count. You can see that in the edges
Oh,
of
yeah.
her. But I'm okay with low poly count if you
And
give
the
me good
edges.
shadows.
And they
Anyways,
didn't.
that's all well. I'll try to ignore them. Anything unusual that night? When was the body found? And is there a gardener? I think this is the most pertinent thing.
Probably.
But this is the most Sherlock thing. To be a fucking
Yeah,
weirdo.
I wonder if you can ask all of these or if you only get to...
Well, I guess we're about to find out. Let's be Sherlock.
Okay.
Oh. I'm going in an analysis mode here. Ooh. Uh-oh. Right. Catholic rosary. What we got here? Crested tit. Yeah. I found one other crested tit right up here. See? Crested. Right on the tits. Cameo.
Cameo? Why did that say cameo?
Gardening gloves. She does the gardening? But they're clean.
No, they are clean.
Birdhouse. What the hell's the circle for? Or the undo?
Thank you, madam.
Whoa! What? No, 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 no.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Cameo would mean face carving in old-timey times.
Oh,
Interesting.
cool. Thank you.
Evening before the murder.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Well, that works out.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
10 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have visitors?
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Pilgrimage. How do you know about it? Profile of the victim lets us know.
We haven't even seen the profile of the victim.
What makes us know she went to Plymouth? Well, I don't know what Plymouth is.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Plymouth? Plymouth Rock is an American thing, and she didn't go there.
It's a harbor city? Okay, it's a town. It's in England. Shitty little place.
Pilgrimage.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand.
It is totally
The
not.
shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
It was a guess.
Thank you, madam.
Sometimes Sherlock, all iterations I've ever seen of Sherlock, he's had to extrapolate from such little info that there could be a number of possibilities.
Yeah.
But he always gets the right one. She's been drinking sherry.
2 glasses. So her husband lived in the cabin?
He would go to the cabin when he was drunk to be alone.
Okay. You can't just walk in the garden.
Hello, police.
Mr. Holmes?
Hello. What the hell is this thing?
Lawnmower. That's what our lawnmower looks like.
With the big wheel in the back? That's weird.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Mr. Holmes?
Hello, police.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Fuck, so this body's been lying
Good
here
thinking.
for
Hello,
a day?
hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
So the murder took place. Did you say it took place when?
Yesterday. Because you said I locked it last night to make sure nobody tampered with the body.
So she discovered the body at 10 a.m. yesterday?
And he died
Woof.
at 7 a.m. yesterday.
That's why she's impatient about removing the body.
Yeah, no shit, lady.
Scratches.
These scratches are fresh.
Fresh.
Scratch.
You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
Oh,
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
now you're just being an
Our
asshole,
mysterious
man.
visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
The inspector scores a point when he notices the scratches. Then Sherlock comes in to verify. These are scratches. Seems I've deduced it all.
You win, Sherlock.
Brilliant, Holmes. Thank you.
What a terrible way to die.
Inspector, this man is dead. This man has died at some point before today
He's
and sometime
turning-
after he was born. What?
He's turning into the teacher from Classroom.
Oh, now I have to watch that show.
Yeah, dude, so good.
Because class, dying is never a good way to spend time with friends. All right, investigating the crime. Dirty glasses.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Recently, wait, Holmes. When you know, let's get on the same frequency here. What does recently mean to you? Because do you mean recently being like after, at some point after he died, or do you mean
Yeah,
like within the
dude.
last 2 days? Because that makes sense.
Yeah.
Rum. A sailor's drink. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
Suicide, methinks. Harpoon. Right into the wall.
Oh, God. Take?
Sure.
Can't just take that
Check
shit.
it out.
Oh. What were the initials?
PC.
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
That's not his name, right? What's his name again? Black Peter.
PC?
Peter. Oh, it is his name. Never mind.
I forget what his last name is.
What's this made of? Like seal skin?
I don't know.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Rotate the elements to form a clear picture of the aromatic association. What? Oh, this is weird. What the fuck am I?
Oh, you're trying to make a ship.
So it's just like a mini game here to
Yeah.
like make Holmes' mind work.
Peter Carey, thank you.
Here's the pipe. I have to move that too. So it's like
Oh.
a puzzle, a 3D puzzle kind of.
Whoa, what the?
It allows me to move it up and down. It's a ship, Holmes. You're thinking of a ship. Just let me go on with the game. God damn it. How does this work? Weird. I'm confused. Show me one solved first. I don't know how.
It's a 3D puzzle. Skipping it is not a problem.
But I want to solve it. I want to know how this.
Well, then keep it up.
What perspective does it want to be on? Solved.
Oh, there.
What?
That was really good.
Where?
Up a little bit. Up.
This is a
And then
weird
to the
angle.
left. That's got the ship.
Yeah,
together.
but the ship ain't.
And then down.
This ain't solving it. Cause this. No. Can I move other parts? No, just the smoking pipe and the tobacco leaf. And this I can only move up and down, so this doesn't really matter. This is just to put it in place at the very end to fix it. I'm not going to worry about those until it's time. It says skip. You can skip it, but I don't want to skip it.
I kind of want to see what
Yeah.
one looks like finished.
It looks like in the background there, this is the end of the whatever the thing is that's on the front. Man. Doesn't feel like it fits at all.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, we'll take a hint.
Sherlock just stood in there. That wasn't tobacco, Sherlock. I can see the puzzle.
Flip the boat around?
What? It's allowed to do that? That ain't fair. They start off the game, they start off the puzzles with backwards puzzles? Come on! That's for advanced. Do that later on when when I've done a few and throw me for a loop.
You gotta
Don't-
start thinking like Sherlock. Quick, dude.
I can't. do
Yes, you
it.
can.
No, I can't. My butt hurts.
Oh. Not sure what that has to do with anything, but
Ow!
I'm sorry.
It should be.
Don't know what's happening.
I think I'm getting there.
I think so too.
Because that's like as good as the sales are going to get, right? I can't move this thing on enough precision to make this thing happy. Come on, that's close enough there.
There
Jesus.
you go.
This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Inspector, this man sailed on boats. Just gonna go check in with this inspector when I learn things.
Great.
Boots?
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8. Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
Then why make me click it? Hey, why'd I leave that? That's it? Shelf. That's not suspicious. What? That's not
Oh,
that's
lying
why
in
it's
the
suspicious.
dust.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
L1 does this.
Oh, okay.
But nothing seems to be...
Do you think it's a PlayStation?
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
What's this? L1 with a portrait that's like... L1 and then has a rotating thing. L1, what, like... Huh? Eh? I don't get it. Why the circles around the...
I don't know.
Oh, what's this? Sperm whale
The
tooth.
tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
I guess that's all there was to... It just means toggle? That's a weird icon for toggle. Rotating circles. That poor fucking policeman who has to bend over all day looking for clues in the fucking dirt.
Yeah.
In one spot in the dirt.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long day, buddy.
Dundee. Hammerfest. It's a whaling map. The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain. The ship's logs
Yeah.
of the Sea Unicorn
Alright, so what
for
do
the
I...
years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Oh, go in here to read them. Find a use. What's that all the way over there? Character profiles. A crested titbird. Judith is from the country somewhere near the ancient pine woods of Innervis and Sather Spey in Scotland, where the crested titbird can be found. She's religious and undertook a St. James Way pilgrimage to the cathedral. Okay, when she was a young woman. So anyways, how do I read these documents that I just picked up? It says that they're an object of interest, yet when I press X, he just says the same thing again. How do I...
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Do we just like have to make note that there are logs there and that he was the captain of this ship between these certain years? Is it just information that...
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do there. Harpoon rack.
Question mark means that you need to do more before being able to use it.
Okay.
Of interest, but not of note. Thank you.
The game could do a better job at like sort of tutorializing before I jump right into an investigation.
harpoons for hunting whales.
And that's what he died with. Somebody thought he was getting fat.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
All right, Carrie. What do we got here?
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
If that's the murderer, he's an idiot.
Yep.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
How can you tell?
It's Sherlock?
Guess.
He just knows.
Opening it.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Coordinates.
It wouldn't necessarily be covered in blood otherwise, because it could have been laying on the ground and then the pool of blood spreads to soak into the bottom corner of it.
Yeah.
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. This wooden handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
You know what's funny is that based on the way that the depth of field applied to the harpoon when I went into item view like that, means that the item view is taking place in the environment that we are in at the moment. It uses the same lighting and whatnot.
Oh.
Which means that if you were a third character looking at Holmes, he would be sitting there with a floating knife in front of his face.
Oh, weird.
It would be actually really cool to see it as a third perspective, as he's just using his mind to rotate it. Alright.
Hey, is there a fire going right now?
Yeah. You'd think they'd dose that, you know.
Who maintained that for this entire time?
If only to keep the body from getting as bad as it's gotten, you should dose that fire.
Peter
Yeah.
Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
What's this triangle mean? Pressing it. Whoa. Find a pair of related clues and they will form a deduction. A red color, what?
Signifies an achievable
Okay.
something.
Several unsuccessful attempts were made to break in according to the scratches around the lock. Notebook. A leather notebook. JHN is stained in blood, which indicates that it was dropped into a pool of blood after the murder. And no gardener. Judith Carey. Her husband took care of the garden himself. That does not sound feasible. She might be hiding something. That's odd. I think it's quite feasible. He's a retired sailor. How
Yeah.
couldn't he take care of a garden that big?
Yeah, man.
I don't get it. Okay. So I don't have enough clues, I think, to make it a combination right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
Were there 2 glasses for him drinking?
Mm-hmm.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
Nobody in their 50s is, well, I don't know. I guess back in old-timey times, 50-year-old people were expected to be weak.
Yeah, what the hell?
You're
That's
almost
weird.
dead at that point, I guess, back then.
I
The
know lots
weapon
of strong
fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
50-year-olds.
That is very remarkable that the blow penetrated the body,
Yeah.
especially the sternum. Seems there's a connection to be made now. Pinned to the wall, break-in attempts, notebook.
Breaking attempt and notebook.
Pinned to the wall. There is no connection, it just gave a +1 up there because a new clue was added. That's
Okay.
all. Is there any other clues in here? Thingy taken from the shelf. Maybe there's clues outside. Because I don't see any more in here.
No, me neither. Oh, you have to select 2 of the clues.
Oh, you have to press the button on
Yeah,
them?
I guess so.
I've just been like dragging over top thinking that, you know, because of this line,
Yeah.
I thought I would just like sort of drag them together, but you have to select one and then... Okay.
Do break an attempt in Notebook, because the guy might have been trying to break in.
To get the notebook
To get
back,
the
because he
notebook.
would have known.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to do that. That was a good...
Huh.
I would have thought that, yeah, that should have been a connection, kind of. Back to the scene of the crime to... Break an attempt, pin the wall. Well, clearly I could just brute force this.
You need to select the second one too.
Oh, really?
Okay, so
Oh.
break in Notebook.
They didn't teach us this. Draw a clear picture of the crime by forming your deductions from the combination of clues. Track down the guilty party. So, this is a new little morsel in our brain. Yummy. Task. Make an ambush. An ambush must be made tonight to see if a break attempt will be repeated.
Huh. Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
So did we make a connection? Because I didn't see it go red after I clicked.
I think it maybe takes you to that whenever you make a...
I guess.
Because that option's
This
gone
says...
now. Red's color signifies...
Unachievable clues is red.
Okay.
Man, I'm glad we have a chat, because I'd
Yeah.
be like... This feels like I was expected to read some sort of document before I started on
We
how to
did
play.
miss that one thing.
Loading screen tips are never how to play.
Hey, go back and see if we can look at those documents now. The
Oh,
ones in that bookshelf.
The ship's...
no.
Nope.
Inspector, this was clearly a suicide. Hello, police.
Mr. Holmes?
Hello.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Just shoot the guy 20 times in the face. Case closed, everybody. Go home.
It's just the fucking gardener.
Good work, police. Yes, the gardener. So, what do we got here? Oops. How do I get back in there? Shit.
Don't remember.
So this view is like different from this view. This view finds clues, and L1 view brings up like things that used to be clues.
Okay.
But again, it feels like I'm just sort of like piecing together how the game works as a mystery right now.
Totally.
Um,
It must make so much more sense for people who have played the previous games, but that's not good game
whoops.
design.
I didn't want to share anything. Whoops. Sorry. Oh, footprints. I forgot to examine these. Carrie's boots. Ah, find a use for Carrie's boots.
These boots don't match the footprints.
We're looking for someone with a size 9 foot or 10. Did you do it?
I have way bigger feet than size 10.
Says 12.
I'm size like 11 and a half, yeah. You don't even know my foot size?
I don't
That's
even know
sad.
my foot size.
That's
These
sad.
footprints appear to be quite large.
Inspector, the booties are too big. Too big, these booties. He had big booty boots. Tasks: investigate the murder and organize the ambush with Lestrade. Done. Completed. Inspect the crime scene with wood. Oh, no.
Oh, organize an ambush?
I still have to do that.
Didn't we just kind of talk about that?
Yeah.
Why is organized spelled with an S?
I don't know.
Spelled with a Z, crazy fuckers.
Is it? Isn't that American?
We need to find a good place for
I
an
don't know.
ambush.
It looks wrong
Perhaps
to me.
behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
So, this
Oh, can you look at that window right there?
is...
This
Oh.
window is locked from the inside. I do not see any attempt at a break-in.
Yeah, that's weird that the guy who was trying to break in was willing to try to force the lock with a knife, but wouldn't simply break the window.
Yeah.
What the hell's his problem? What the fuck is that sound?
A bird pig? Probably a bird pig.
What am I supposed to do to... He wants me to go inside to like set the where we're gonna stand for this in this tiny cabin when we ambush. It's kind of funny that this game, like you're going by the seat of your pants on how it works or what it wants you to do next, but like Phoenix Wright exhaustively tutorializes you every first case of every game.
Yeah.
What?
We need to find a good place
Yeah.
for an ambush. Perhaps
Because
But we went back
this
there.
says investigate, so I still haven't done getting every clue. And then organize an ambush with Lestrade. The mysterious intruder might... Okay. So, I'm looking for more clues, I guess. Evidence required. I need some more evidence to fuck around with those footprints. I think the growling is actually the crows. For some reason, everything's slow motion sound when I'm in here. No clues up here. Do you guys know what I'm supposed to do next? I don't get it. Eh?
Do we need to talk to the
Yeah.
policeman? But we have to set up. I thought we had to set up.
Mr. Holmes?
Yeah, we're.
There's two tasks.
Can-
Investigate the murder and set up... I clicked on the window. The
This
logbook
window
won't
is
let
locked
me.
from the inside.
It still says
I do
question
not
mark
see
on the
any
logbook.
attempt at a break-in.
Yeah.
I sh-
Look at the garden. So I still haven't... I didn't get everything out of the garden yet.
It didn't look like there was a back window there.
There might be more connections in the clues. I could try that. Pinned to the wall, no gardener, break-in attempts. I don't see how any of these... Carrie's body was impaled with a weapon through the chest like a butterfly. No gardener. Scratches.
Okay, we need to find a good place for the ambush.
Yeah.
Behind the shed, maybe?
I still don't understand how I indicate the place.
Yeah,
Do I walk until I see words that say, here's a good place?
it needs to be behind the shed.
I went back there.
Yeah, I thought you did too.
I don't see what...
There's an icon right when you walked out the door at the garden. You may have clicked. That didn't see.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Looking at the garden isn't working. I've already looked at it a million times. That's not one of the things to do. If there's one thing I know about the game so far, it's when a thing goes green, it means you've done it.
Go behind the shed and look at the window.
Alright. I went right up to that window.
This is in front of the shed.
Yep. I went right up to the thing in the back.
Oh, okay.
There's like this little square with wood slats, and I went right up to it. And nothing appeared.
Oh, that window.
Yeah. I went right up to it. What the fuck? So, how far away... that did not appear before. The last time I was
This
back
looks like
here.
the perfect hiding place.
We both would have noticed that.
Yeah, I didn't notice it. Although I didn't notice the window in the back either.
Alright, I guess we should break here so that we can come back with this ambush.
Okay. Deduction space icon indicates that some of your clues can... Oh.
Alright guys, we'll be right back with our ambush of the murderer. And we're gonna shoot him dead. Stay tuned.